If we're talking about classic, old-school tattoo mom-and-pop shops and artists, there is only one man that stands above the rest. Lou Rabino Sr., Brooklyn born and raised in the 50s. At age 14, Lou knew that his career would be in tattooing. Lou would hang around Coney Island watching tattoo artists in their sidewalk booths, and it was here that Lou got his first tattoo, the infamous heart with mom written on the inside. Later, Lou and his friend Crazy Eddie opened up a tattoo shop in Rockaway, Queens. Then a few years later, Lou returned to Coney Island and worked for Brooklyn Blackie and worked with Jack Red Cloud. A few years later, Lou went to Manhattan to work with Professor Dominic Chance at his Garden Tattoo Shop. Lou soon found a permanent home, moving to Long Island, Suffolk County. Lou opened his shop in Selden. That became the legend mom-and-pop tattoo shop on Long Island and worldwide. Lou is very proud to be named among the worldwide legendary tattoo artists. Lou hosted a staff of internationally known and award-winning artists, and he was proud of each and every one of them. As well-respected and award-winning tattoo artist in his own right, when asked for autographs, Lou Sr. signed Tattoo Lou 1958 to infinity, the infinity standing for Lou and his family, a legend that will be missed and will always be respected in the tattoo community. Lou Rabino Sr.
How you doing? Welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC. Finally made it here. May 5th, what a better day to do this on. Cinco de Mayo, just another reason to drink, right? Why do we have these holidays with just another reason to drink, right? Love it. Another good reason, May 5th, 23 years ago today, my son was born. Happy birthday, Nick. I love you. He's down in Florida. I can't wait for him to come home. Also today, my son Cameron coming home from Boston. School semester done, another one. Up in Bentley. He's coming home tonight. Actually, when I go home tonight after the show, I'll get to see him finally. And my lovely daughter, I can't forget her, Lexi. She's down in the Caribbean. She's on vacation with her mom, getting good mom timing with her, and I'll see her when she gets back on Friday. But we're here. Finally made it here. We have a lot of good things happening tonight. I'd like to thank Madhouse TV. I'd like to thank Tommy Mark. Give up his spot for me. Put him out. He's moved the show to a different time, so we're going to be able to work things along. Tommy's over there laughing. But we have a great show for you. A lot of things that we have on the show. I have City Tattoo here tonight from Smithtown, New York. I have from Chicago, Rubicon Cross. Nice music video there. And Model Spotlight. I have one of those tonight. We'll get to that later on. But also, tonight my co-host got sick, so she won't be here tonight, so I'm on my own. So I have to fill in and make a few things up. That's why I had to read some cards. I had a lot of other things planned. But we got a lot of good stuff for you tonight. And I have here tonight Andrea and his wife, Kate. And we're here from Smithtown, and I want to bring them on. Let's welcome them from the City Tattoo Shop and Art Gallery, right?
Yeah. How are you?
How you doing?
Good, excellent. Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Cool.
Yeah, so basically what we're going to be talking about on the show is we're going to try to give people some information about tattoos, the art of tattoo, the difference on the different artists, what people should expect when they're getting a tattoo, and we'll also get into other things about how cleanliness means a lot in a studio these days, right?
Right.
That means a lot. But I want to talk about their new shop, and they have a long story behind them, how they got here. They're not from the United States, and we're going to get to all of that in a little while. We have a decent amount of time to talk about that. But I would like to introduce Andreas and his wife, Bet, and we call her Bet, B-E-T, like when I place a bet almost, you know?
Yeah.
But so first let's talk about where are you guys from?
Okay. We're from Argentina. We came for the first time to the United States in 1999. We actually started kind of like a tour of conventions. We just got married in 98, and we were young and we wanted to do stuff, so we just decided to sell everything and just go on tour. And the first convention was in Puerto Rico, so we got there. It was awesome. We got a really good response from everybody, so that opened the doors of the United States for us. So.
When you got started, what made you decide to become a tattoo artist?
Well, I was into music, skateboarding, punk rock, everything, so I was always into art also. I was doing airbrush, so everything kind of just fall in place. You know, I saw my friends getting tattooed, and then I saw one of my good friends actually started tattooing other friends. So I saw him doing that, and I was like, I think I can do that. So it kind of it just took over, you know.
So when you first started tattooing, did you practice on yourself? How do you start? Where do you start? Do you just go to somebody, let me tattoo you?
In those days was really hard. That was in 1994. So I started kind of tattooing whatever I find that I could actually try, like fruits, big skin. There was no
nothing, right?
Fake skin, all that new stuff, you know. But then after a little while, I needed some human.
You needed a human.
Human
yes, you did.
skin. So that's when all your friends and came in the picture, you know.
But
And
the
you gave them
first one
some-
was in,
Yeah.
on your dad.
The first tattoo I ever did was on my father.
Okay, was it a good one? Does he still,
Yeah.
he liked it?
Yeah, no, he liked it. You know, I had to touch it up. I had to touch it up, but he liked it. You know, but
That's
I
good.
think he wasn't really thinking about nothing. He just wanted me to do it on him, so I didn't do it on myself because I was gonna tattoo myself. So he just kind of okay, just do it on me, so you don't ruin your body. You know, but
Okay, so now
It was good.
20 years later, right?
yeah, 20 years.
We have a nice long story 20 years later.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about a few other things. I have a little video I put together to show some of your work, because we're going to talk about a lot of other things, but I want to show a little about your shop and show some of your work. And also, your shop is also an art gallery. So
Right.
tell me a little about the art part over there.
Well, like art, it was always a big part of our lives. So we wanted to do something different, and the way all the business was going, we wanted to make sure we keep the art like live. You know, like we want to show people that tattoo is a form of art. So we want people to know that we can actually relate that. It's not just a tattoo parlor. That you go there, you pick a design, and you put it on your skin. No. You go to a place that we actually create art, you know. So you bring us your idea, we use it just to create a piece of art, you know. So that's why we combine everything, and it's a good atmosphere, you know. You're tattooing. If one of the guys is not tattooing, the other one is painting. So it creates a good vibe, you know.
Do you sell any of the art there? Do you
Yeah,
have
we
like,
sell-
galleries, people
Yes,
come and
it
buy
is.
it?
Yeah,
Everything is on
yeah,
sale.
yeah.
Yes, it's
We
not
sell art,
branded.
and we also combine different artists. We're gonna rotate artists
Yes,
too,
we're
like
gonna do art shows, you know, like with so many different artists from New York or whatever, like from United States. They're open to send, you know, the
Okay.
art. And
It's good. All right, I want to introduce my guitar guest tonight, and then we're gonna go to a video, and then we'll go to a commercial after that. So I want to introduce George Cintron, the legendary George Cintron. If people don't know George Cintron, he's very, very popular guitarist here in New York. He's played all over North America. He plays here locally with the Clapton Chronicles, it's an Eric Clapton tribute band. And George is a legend. That's why I wanted George here tonight. He's a legend here in Long Island and New York. If you don't know George, he's out there. And we'll talk to George later on in the show and see what he has going on. But I want George to take us out to the video, and then we'll go out to a commercial. So George, take us out. Show us what you got.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive. Selected for their unique, memorable flavor, Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Welcome back. We are back here, Rocket Inc. MC, with my guest, Andreas, and his wife, Beth, and we're talking about now how they came to the United States and how artists from all over the world end up in different places and bring their styles around. Everyone has a different type of a style. Everyone that tattoos from different countries, they all have different types of styles. So we're going to talk about his story and how he came into the United States. So we know he came into Puerto Rico, and we'll take it from there. So what happened? You come into Puerto Rico, you did some shows and stuff like that, right?
We had a really good experience. Like we won like best tattoo of the convention, a couple more awards. So that kind of opened our doors, and we got invited to other conventions. So that's when we came into the United States. We went to Alabama, then Philadelphia. That's actually where we met Lou Sr. And it was kind of funny.
With me.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because we talk a lot and everything, and of course, like we we won like best back piece, and his son was in the contest, and he entered the contest, and I beat him.
You beat
so
him.
I won first place, and Lou Sr. came over and he said like, okay, now you won, you're gonna have to work for me. So
So if anyone
happened
doesn't
and
realize it,
everything.
Lou Sr.
Yeah.
is who I dedicated my show to tonight, as you saw in the beginning of the show. So he wound up working with Lou Sr., Lou Rabino Sr., and this is where his story is. He's going to talk about how he got here and how Lou Sr. helped him get to New
Yeah.
York. So the
It's
rest of your story.
crazy.
yeah, well, he, after that show, we were supposed to go to Augusta, Georgia, to work as a guest artist with another friend, and when we got there, he wasn't there. So we got stuck
In a motel.
in a motel for like 5 days. We didn't know where to go or nothing, so called Senior, and he got us in New York right away. So
So he took care of you. And
yeah, it
picked you
took care
up.
of
Yeah.
us. Actually, we stayed at his house for like 2 weeks until we found a place, and he helped us so much, you know. So that's why
And then we found the best place ever,
yeah,
the attic of Huntington
yeah,
shop.
yeah.
We
So
lived in the attic of the shop.
yes,
we lived
in
there
the
for a
attic
while,
of
you
the
know, and that's why like our story, like in the United States and everything, it's like dedicated to him too, you know, because he was always there for us. It's
Yeah,
like a
always
father.
take care of
So,
us. Yes.
Yeah, we'll never forget that, you know. And so, and after that, we kind of went back and forth everywhere, but that's where everything started. you
Everything
know?
started there.
Yeah.
And how long did you work for Lou?
Total was like 13 like years, like because that was in '99. I left a couple times and everything, you know, but yeah, I think it was like 12, 13 years.
So then you have your own shop now. Let's talk about your style.
Yeah.
So what is it with your style that people like to come to you? What's your specialty? Because every artist has something that they do better than someone else.
Yeah, it kind of changed through the years, you know. I used to do a lot of new school, like color and everything, but I always loved black and gray. And then that kind of took over everything. I started doing portraits a long time ago, and then like everybody asked me for realistic stuff and black and gray images. Biomechanical, that was big always, you know. So that's the most I do, but I kind of learned to do everything, you know, and I enjoy all tattoos. So
Okay, so you have some stories. Tell us some stories about some of the things that you had going on, about some of the tattooing, some of the good experiences, bad experiences.
like I like all through all this like traveling that we did, like we had like crazy stories, you know, but it, like for the most part it's all good, you know, like awesome like experiences, you know, and we learn a lot
Yes.
both, you know, and I don't know.
And then we went back to Argentina in 2006.
Yeah, 2006
Yes.
went back, we opened a shop over there.
The city tattoo, the same. I mean,
Okay.
like the same shop in
Yeah.
our city.
But we couldn't really like adjust to the change, you know. Like we always loved New York so
You got
much.
used to being
Right.
in the States here.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Is it as popular there, the tattoo? Because I don't
Oh,
know if
yes,
it's
it
everywhere,
is.
but in New York it seems like
Oh, yes.
everyone wants a tattoo.
No,
in New York.
yeah.
Yeah.
Over there it is. And after we opened the shop, I used to start working with a magazine, which is our tattoo collection. It's like a book, and the magazine, it was like all about music, art, and tattoos. And the magazine becomes huge, but and then we decide to come back here, and that's it. It's just a
Argentina, it's like
collection. Argentina is
tattooing is very popular, but it's not as old as here. Like here, it has like a big history, you know. So
Yeah.
Argentina, it's like 30, 40 years of tattoo history. So it takes time, you know. So, but it's getting really very popular.
It's
There's a
growing.
lot
It's
of
growing
great
everywhere. It
artists.
seems like
yeah.
everywhere you look, someone out there has a tattoo.
Yes.
or wants it. If someone doesn't have one, they want it, and they want information, and that's where we're going to progress into other shows. We're going to try to give people more information. Like, what would you tell some of the people out there that if they've never gotten a tattoo, what are some of the things you think they should look for, before getting one, the things they should think about before they step into a shop, like stuff like that?
I think the first thing is just like make sure they do the homework. Like they look for an artist, for like professional place, and just to make sure that they know what they're getting. Don't just walk in the shop and just get a tattoo. Just make sure you know who's gonna do it and what are they gonna do.
Because I know there's a lot of artists out there that could do lettering better, and like you said, you could do portraits. Some people do certain things, and you could go to get lettering from someone.
Yeah, that's true. But what I found through all these years is that you have two different kind of tattoo artists. Actually, the time changed, because right now the artists they start tattooing, and a year later they say, "Oh, I'm a specialist in letters," or like old school or new school. But the real artist can do everything. Can biomechanical, portraits, old school, new school. So I think it's like, people have to look the portfolio and meet the artist, and if you have, those good feelings.
Now, does someone come into the shop and say, "I want this particular piece," and ask you to draw it up? And has anyone ever said, "Well, I don't really like that"? Do you work with them to modify it? Do you have anyone that walks out of the shop saying, I don't like that," or how does that work?
Well, it happens. Sometimes you can please the person, but we work with the person. Like that's the most important part. Just like make sure you communicate and make sure you try to do what they want. Like you can put your own input to the tattoo, but at the end, it's the person's body. So
the body is the canvas,
right?
Exactly.
So they actually have to like it. So we try. Like it happens once in a while, but it's rare that they walk out without getting tattooed.
And then they have to know, because you're gonna find a lot of people who say like, "Who did that?" And I don't know. They don't remember. They don't even remember the name of the.
You gotta know
the
your
artist.
artist.
I don't understand that.
That's important too.
You have to make sure that
if the person doesn't remember the artist's name, that means something.
That does mean something. You got to know your artist. Become friendly with your artist. Know what you want as far as the style. You have to shop around. It's like you don't just go buy a car, right? You gotta buy a car that you like. You gotta test it out. And most of the time you become friends with your artist. And I was in their shop the other night, and there was this guy in there. His body was full, and he only went to Andrea. Yeah, that's it. Andreas was his artist. He's been going for months and months.
But it's insane because we have like a bunch of people in Argentina waiting for Andres, and we try to go over there and do some tour.
You kind of like you have like end up having a relationship with the person, because like you spend a lot of hours, and it's a big change on the body. Like they'll remember forever. So
yes.
It's big. I have customers that I tattooed like 15 years ago, and now I'm tattooing their kids, and it's huge, and
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great relationship,
Yeah, it is good.
Trust, a lot of trust,
I know I haven't gotten a tattoo from you, but my son has one from you.
Yep.
And my son does have one from you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So so there's a lot of good things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes, actually, my first one is from Andres, and we were friends.
When you were friends before you got married?
Yeah.
Yes, I know Andres since I was 16, so he made me wait until my 18th
When she turned 18,
birthday.
I gave her first tattoo,
My first tattoo, and then I never stopped.
So you're not finished then? You have
no, it's everything unfinished because, I have 2 kids, so it's like, not too much time for me.
Hard to find
we don't
time,
have time, yeah.
We try.
We try. All right, so I think we're going to go out to a commercial, then we'll come back. We'll take it away, George, right now, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
We're back with Andreas and Bet, his wife, from the City Tattoo. And what I like to do is let's see what you have there on your body. Let's show the people out there all your ink.
I can show.
So what do you got? Explain what you got there.
She's got a full leg piece.
Yes, my arms, you know, this is cover up. It's
Cover
not
up.
finished.
The horn.
This is not finished. Nothing is
That's not
finished.
finished there.
This is me. It's my portrait, only my eyes. And here it's all biomechanic with flowers and
Phoenix.
it's a phoenix, which is going
Up.
and to the front, and my back piece, which is famous from the 90s, you know. I used to be a model in the 90s, but not anymore. I think I'm too old for
Well, now
that.
you have kids and you can't even finish your tattoos. See that? So maybe when you go to sleep, you should just tattoo while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You could do that after he comes
Well,
home.
now that the kids are getting bigger, now we have a little
Yes,
more
we
time,
have more
so
freedom.
A
So.
little bit more, yeah.
freedom.
It happens when they
Yes.
get older because they want to do their thing. They don't care
Yeah.
about you no more, right?
Exactly.
And I have time, yes. I'm not that older. I mean, I have like at least 10 more years. So,
Yeah.
yes.
So, and your shop now. So you open up a shop. How do you decide on bringing other artists in, right? Because we're talking about being a mom and pop type of tattoo shop, because that's where you could get that, you know, intimate, one-on-one, friendly feeling, and learn a little bit more about that artist in the shop, you know, and become friends with them. So how do you bring in someone from the outside and say, I want this person to work for me? How can I trust them? How can I trust his work, right?
Yeah, it was hard, but even when we always been planning like how we were gonna do it and everything, but we had like the two artists that are actually working with us. Those were they were the first option, and we knew, and because we know them, we're friends, and
they have a different style
and
each other.
They
which
have
is important.
we are like the three of us are totally completely different styles, so that works out perfect, you know. So we can give people options, you know. And they're great artists outside tattooing too. So it's we kind of like get along like perfect, you know. And one of the things that we always love about them is the respect they have, you know. Like in this industry, respect was like the most important thing, in the old days, you know. Nowadays it's kind of hard. It's more about like becoming famous than just like be respectful and learn more, you know. So the guys, Louis and Chris, they're both like great people, and they show a lot of respect, you know. Like that's the way I learn, to respect the elders, you know.
Yes, and they
like,
want to learn every day. I mean, because you never stop learning, you know.
Now, do you tell them to hit the drawing boards, like when it's quiet, you know, do you tell them, you know, go draw me something, draw me this, you know, do you keep them working even if they're not tattooing, or they do
we don't have to, like they do it, you know. Like
they have the freedom to
even
do
they have
whatever
the
they
freedom,
want.
they have the freedom, so they if they're not tattooing, they are drawing. So it's something that we don't have to make them or something, you know.
'Cause I think that's important.
It just happens.
It's important, you know, to walk into a tattoo shop and just see a bunch of people sitting around. I'm like, you know, I know when I go to work, and if I don't have a particular job going on, I'm learning something new or doing something new, and I think it's important, especially in the art.
Exactly, especially when people come in. I mean, like most of Andres' customers, they're like 30s and up. Right now, you start having like a more 18 teenagers, you say, but it's great because people came into the shop and they start seeing, you know, the art gallery, talk to me, you know, and during the guys, you know, prepare all the tables or whatever, and we becomes really close to the customers, which is.
It's great, you know, like they see like the guys drawing, like it's a good experience, yeah.
It's a good experience. That's good. Now, when a customer comes in to your shop, what should a customer expect, like the steps that need to be taken to make sure they're being taken care the right way, that everything's clean, everything has to be sterile, right?
Yes.
So when I don't know what's sterile, if I go, you know, how do I know it's sterile? Like, what should they watch for that the artist is doing, getting set up?
Well, first, like you fill up your paperwork, you sit down, wait for your artist to get ready, and at that time they set up the station, which is completely clean and everything. And when they go into the station, when they're ready to start, the artist shows like everything. It's like packaged, you know, everything is brand new, and we tell people just to ask as many questions as they want, you know. But yeah, that's and the most important part is that when you walk in the shop, it has to look clean. If you feel that it's a little, you should walk out, you know.
That's important. Now, how do you know before you get a tattoo, and can you ask an artist, so I go in and I want to get a tattoo and have you draw this all up. How do I know? Can you show me? Can I come in and say, show me your sterile needles? Because I don't want to go through the process and then all of a sudden realize you're not really as sterile as I want.
People always have that freedom. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're going, you have to. I think if people have to, you know, check if it's everything is like, you know.
If it's your first time in that shop, that's probably one of the first
If you don't know the shop, I mean, it's now our case because the City Tattoo is pretty new, so all the people that is coming to our shop is being having tattoo for Andres by Andres for like
a long time.
If it's a client that I've been tattooing for a long time, they don't
They know.
trust. They trust, But if it's the first time, they should ask the question,
Yeah, because that's important.
Yeah.
It's really important. I
Yes.
know that, and nowadays I know the Department of Health gets on people. Now, there is different age limits, right, for
Yeah.
tattooing, and I think every state, is it different in every
Well,
state?
it's different in some states, Here in New York, it's 18 or older, so there's no other way around.
And do you guys do piercing?
Yes.
And there
We
is
do.
there is a different age.
No, they have
piercing?
to. For piercing, they have to be. They need the permission from daddy.
But at what age
Yeah.
can someone get pierced?
Well, like it's really up to the piercer. Some piercers don't like to do any piercings in kids younger than 13.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
which is my case.
you could
pretty
do
much.
it on like younger kids, but
So there's no real law on the age, just permission from the parent?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
yeah,
I'm glad my daughter didn't know that.
yeah.
yeah, right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
But I mean, it's
But
important to explain.
they had to bring a consent for notarized.
Notarized.
Yes,
Yes.
stamped by a notary. so-
Okay.
and some of the parents have to be there.
No, they have
So-
to be there. The
Parent
So
has to be
yes,
with
they
them.
have to be there. So you can, in my case, I really like to explain to the parents, how to take care of the piercing or microderma or whatever, because they're not gonna do it. If they're between 14, 13, they don't really care. They just want the piercing
Piercing, they
because
want
it's
it done.
cool and that's it. So
Okay, so I think that's our time right now. It's Andreas and his wife Beth, and they're from City Tattoo in Smithtown, New York, right? And what's the website?
The website is www.thecitytattoo.com.
CityTattoo.com.
Yeah.
And we're going to take it back. We're going to go to our model spotlight after George leads us out. And then we're going to have a commercial. We're going to come back and we're going to do a music segment. So stay tuned. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Crystal X Chaos, and welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC. I'm a freelance hairstylist and an alternative model. I'm going to be in this month's Inked Girls magazine, so please get your subscription at iTunes. So if you'd like to see more of my work, please go to www.crystalxchaos.com. All right, have a good day. Bye.
Where do babies come from?
Well, there's that big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, Mommy and Dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds. Released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet Babylandia.
You know, play with us on the bus.
wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
We're back. All right, we're going to take it to our music segment, but we went out to commercial. Crystal X Chaos, one of our models. Every week, we're going to spotlight another model from around the United States, around the world. We're open. This is a worldwide streaming TV show here. We're also going to do a lot of other things. We're going to bring videos in from bands that are signed and unsigned bands. So if you're a model or if you're an unsigned band and you have a video, just go to rockanincmc.com. Send us an email. We'll get you on the show. We're going to pick and choose. We're going to try to get the best here and give the best to our viewers. I have a segment here, a buddy of mine from Long Island, someone I've done a lot of work, became very, very good friends with. Tommy Henriksen, Tommy is his new record coming out in June. He's on the road right now with Alice Cooper this year. Right now he's home in Switzerland. He lives out in Switzerland now. He's happily married and he has a nice little baby, Finn Cooper Henriksen. And Tommy, I'll be doing a skit with him every week, this segment. Tommy's going to send me video every week. Right now, he's not on the road, but from his studio. And once he goes out on the road with Alice, and then they're on the road with Motley Crue this year, every week I'll be getting some segments from him. He'll be telling us what's going on. I'll be showing you what goes on behind the scenes. But we're going to go to Tommy now, and he's going to tell you what he has going on now. So let's go to Tommy.
Camera over here. Hey, this is Tommy Henriksen from Alice Cooper, and welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC. Yeah!
How they glitter and glow. They're not as beautiful.
Yo, Jay, Rockin' Inc. Tommy Henriksen here, saying hello from Switzerland in my studio here at Anarchy Studios. And that's where I made my new record, Tommy, in this bedroom right here on this little amount of gear. Really excited about the record and really excited about coming back to New York. Get to play Madison Square Garden this time with Motley Crue and Jones Beach again. Just wanted to check in. We'll be posting some stuff up here and there, and you never know who's going to pop up with me on this tour. A lot of special guests I'll be having, and we'll be checking in with Jay and Rockin' Inc. on a weekly basis. Until then, everyone in Long Island, how are you? Hope you all well. Miss you guys. Love you and much love. Teenage Kicks Part 2. It's the next single. All right. Be good. Bye-bye.
How they glitter and glow. They're not as beautiful as you and me.
We're back. Thanks, Tommy, and we'll be checking in with Tommy next week, and he'll be checking it with me, and I'll be checking it out to you. Next up, I have an up-and-coming band, but Rubicon Cross, out from Chicago. Now, the lead singer, CJ Snare, from Firehouse, Firehouse has been around back in the day. They had 7 songs reaching the Billboard charts, and I think 4 or 5 of them reaching the top 40. So we're going to go out to this, and we're going to show you Rubicon Cross. It's Chris Snare, CJ Snare, Chris, Simon, Robert, Jeff, Bleed With Me from their new CD, Locked and Loaded. Check this out. These guys are cool.
Not every man really lives. Come on, please. I'll guarantee if you stand with me, you'll forever be my brother, side by side. We live or die for honor and for pride. Swear allegiance to each other.
Rubicon Cross, what'd you think? Great band. Look for them, buy their CD. Go to their website. I'm back here with George Cintron, the legend.
Yes.
So George, what do you have going on nowadays?
I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm doing symphony shows with Windborne Music. I do local stuff. I do Tuesday nights at Katie's in Smithtown, sort of an open jam thing. Me, Bobby Rondinelli, Rob DiMartino. I have a band called the Clapton Chronicles. I have a band called The Big Show. I think you're going to play with us.
Yeah, I'm on the bill in a few more weeks with you guys. Yeah.
And, you know, freelance, I play everywhere. You know.
So where could we find out where you are, your website?
Well, GeorgeCintron.com is my website. Windborne Music has its own website, Windborne with an E, music.com. That's the symphony shows. Randy Jackson does some of them.
Is it local? Is it?
It's all over the country. Actually, all over the world. We're going to Malaysia.
Okay, let them know because they're watching out there.
Yeah, I met a guy in Malaysia who saw me on the web.
Okay.
And he was actually a fan in Malaysia. But we're going all over. So Windborne Music is for that. And GeorgeCintron.com has all the other stuff. And, you know, all the clubs, websites, and all that.
Okay, GeorgeCintron.com. Don't forget, Long Island legend,
Yes.
George Cintron. If you don't know him, get to a site and find out all about him. Do you have any CDs, any stuff on sale right now?
Not right now. We will have some stuff for the summer.
Okay.
But we've been working on digitizing everything and all that kind of stuff. So.
I'd like to thank everybody. I'll see you next week. We have something exciting next week. Get back here and check the website. Let's take it out with George the Legend.
Round and round, it's all she knows. Play the part of being used. The more she has, the more I show. I wanna be abused by you. Your body's like an undertow. You're drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows everything I need.